can hear me. If you have a problem, please let me know. So I will share my screen. Om Shanti everyone, welcome. This is another beautiful Murli from 1969. So Baba is talking about to become embodiment of the knowledge, become an embodiment of your true self, not just knowing it, not just understanding it, not just being aware of it, but not just being smriti, having a smriti of it, but to embody it, to feel it, to be it, to live up to it. So that is where Baba is emphasizing on this Murli. Like every other 69 Murli, so Baba has just transitioned from this physical realm to the Avyakt realm, and Baba was sharing his personal experience, and he's inspiring us to get into that space. So so Baba is telling, stop listening to the praise and become great. Are all of you on the pilgrimage of remembrance? When we say pilgrimage, it is not just pilgrimage is you're moving from point A to point B. So what is moving in this journey of remembrance is your stage. Is your stage moving on this journey of remembrance? So from knowing to
Om
become.
Shanti Harshabhai, your
Yeah.
voice is very feeble. Can you please check on your uh, hands-free?
So sorry, can you repeat again, please?
Your voice is very low.
Voice is low. Okay, let me increase my voice. Is it better now?
Yes, that would be better.
Okay, so I increased maximum. Okay, so Baba is telling, are you all on the pilgrimage of remembrance? You have now understood the essence of knowledge, Gyan. Put that essence into life and tell the world of its significance. You have understood the knowledge of the Creator and His creation. You have heard a lot, and now you have to show everyone by becoming the embodiment of all that you have heard. How will you show it? Through your everyday activity. The divine activity of Bap Dada should be visible. Only the Father should be seen in your eyes. Only His knowledge should be heard in your speech. Every divine activity should be merged in your every activity. It isn't just the Father's divine activity, but on seeing the Father's divine activity, children should also become ones who perform divine activity. People should see that alaukik image in your image. The avyakt image should be visible in your corporeal image. By making such effort, you have to show the results of all the efforts that Bap Dada made. On the path of ignorance also, it is as if their father is visible in some children. Through their words and behavior, there should be the experience of their father. In the same way, Baba's virtue should be revealed and will be revealed by each one of Baba's very special children. How will this happen? What is the main effort for this? The main thing is what you were also told by the corporeal form, to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and to perform actions while being stable in the avyakt stage. Children will now have to face a lot, but all powerful one is with you. So there is no difficulty. Everyone must simply pay attention to one aspect. There will be many obstacles that you have to face, What is the obstacle that you have to face? Do you know? And that is body consciousness. Body consciousness is the main thing. But desires will create obstacles in between by opposing you. Which desires? My name should be glorified. I am like this. Why wasn't I consulted about this? Why wasn't I given any value? All these various desires will come in form of obstacles to oppose you. So remember, I must not have any desires. I have to face everything. If I have any desire, I will not be able to face situation. Baba has been telling you about remembering one thing in order for you to become elevated by having the Avyakt stage. If you imbibe it, you will very quickly and easily be able to remain stable in the Avyakt stage. What is it? At present, we are guests because we all have to return home via subtle region. By considering yourself to be a guest, you will be able to remain stable in the high, Mahan, Mehman and Mahan, high stage. If instead of considering yourself to be a guest, Mehman, you create the slightest difference in this word, you will fall. What is that word? You have to consider yourself to be Mehman, guest, not influenced by Mehma, praise. If you are influenced by praise, you will not be able to become a guest. If you consider yourself a guest, you will become elevated. It is a very slight difference, Mehman and Mehma, to be a guest or to be praised. But even the slightest difference brings about a lot of fluctuation. What knowledge do you give to everyone? That of the Trimurti. Just as you give others the knowledge of the Trimurti, in the same way give the knowledge of the three things with you. Renounce three things and imbibe three things. Only when you renounce these three things will you be able to remain stable in the stage of Swaman, self, and there will be success in service. Stabilize in Swa and Seva. What are the three things that you have to imbibe? Tyag, Tapasya and Seva. Tyag, renunciation, Tapasya, intense meditation, and Seva, service, are needed in your dharana. Tapasya means the pilgrimage of remembrance, and a life cannot be created without Seva, service. There cannot be success in these two things without Tyag, renunciation, and you have to renounce three things that becomes an obstacle in service. Firstly, never make excuses. Secondly, never wait to be told to do service. Thirdly, never wilt while doing service. No excuses. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do, and no wilting in service. Making excuses, waiting to be told, you have to renounce these three things. If you renounce these three things and you imbibe three things, what will you become? You will become the form of your praise. Here in Abu also, what is the form of your praise? And in which form is there your memorial? Together with Tapasya, is there any other form of memorial? Those who have looked at Dilwala temple carefully will remember it. The images are embodiment of Tapasya. They also have the third eye. Together with Tapasya, there is also the memorial of being Trimurti. Just as there is your memorial of being Trimurti, become the same, which is the third eye, that of the knowledge. The third eye of knowledge is shown in the form of the memorial. The embodiment of Tapasya and having the third eye of knowledge Only when you constantly have the third eye of knowledge can you become embodiment of tapasya. If the third eye of knowledge disappears, you cannot have tapasya. This is why, if you continue with dharana whilst remembering the word Trimurti, you will become like the praise that is sung of the Shaktis. The influence you have will then be visible. At the moment, it is incognito. Why are the Shaktis still incognito? Because until now, your Swaman, self-respect, your service, seva, and your greatness, Mahanta, are incognito even to yourself. Because it is incognito yourself, it is incognito to the world also. When it is revealed to you, it will be revealed to the world. The festival of Shivratri is approaching. You must celebrate it with even greater pomp and splendor now. You must give everyone the introduction with lot of zeal and enthusiasm, because the children's introduction is included in the introduction of the father. When children give the father's introduction, then the father also continues to give the introduction of the children. Visions of the children in a subtle form to all the souls. So, at this time of Shivratri, show some newness. What newness will you bring? Until now, you have been giving lectures according to your capacity of yoga and power. But now, you have to give lectures, especially in the form of Shakti. What are lectures? Given by the form of Shakti to challenge people. How will you challenge them? Give them the recognition of time, even more greater force, and tell them again and again that this task of the Father is not going to continue for long. You have lost some time already. Now do not lose the little time that is remaining. Give the recognition of the time and with such force. Nowadays, scientists are creating such bombs that as they sit at their own place, they are able to direct the bombs far away to wherever they want. However, the power of silence is greater than the power of science. Just as they create bombs through science, in the same way, you Shaktis now have to project bombs of silence. In the beginning, the Shaktis constantly challenged everyone. Now there isn't so much challenging done by you as there was in the beginning. Now you have become involved with expansion. By your being engrossed in the expansion, the challenging form has become incognito, merged. Now become stable in the seed stage, in the essence-full form, again and challenge people. The seed can be planted in many through that challenge. Only if you remain stable in the seed stage will the seed of recognition of time and the Father's introduction be planted in many souls. Only if you remain stable in the seed stage will the seed of the recognition of the time and the Father's introduction be planted in many souls. And what will happen if you do not remain stable in the seed stage, but simply go into a lot of expansion? If there is too much expansion, there is no value. It will be wasted. This is why you must remain stable in the seed stage, in the remembrance of the seed, and then sow the seeds. Then see how easily the fruit emerges and how good they are. Until now, you have made a lot of efforts, but there has been little instant fruit. Now make less efforts and show greater visible fruit. Everyone has love, but you also have to show the form of love. In fact, if In fact, you should always be in this stage. However, especially at Shivratri, every child must consider himself to be in a bhatti. Just as you used to have programs for bhattis in the beginning. In this way, each one of you must consider yourself to be in the bhatti of the pilgrimage of remembrance until Shivratri. Pay attention to having a totally avyakt stage, and also to check yourself. Then just see how great will be the effect of your avyakt stage. It isn't difficult, it is very easy. Even as you come into action, this bhatti can continue. This is an internal stage. The internal stage has a great effect. Do all of you have a meeting at Amrit Vela? Until now, such an atmosphere has not reached Baba. When the residents of Madhuban have not yet given the proof of love, even the residents of Madhuban have not yet given the proof of love. What is the proof of love? Create such an atmosphere that can reach Baba. There are very few children from all over who have given the proof of love. Baba has so much love for the children. For how long did he give the practical proof of love? What did he give you? Do you remember? Even not considering his own health, what proof did he give? Not considering his own physical state. For how long did he continue to give a searchlight? For how long did he give the proof of love? You used to say that there will be an effect of this on the body. But did Baba stop to consider his body? This was a proof of his love. Now, in return, children also have to give the proof of love. You have to perform the actions that Baba demonstrated to you. Just as Baba showed you about Amrit Vela whilst in corporeal form, children should also do the same. For until now, the results have been that children try and satisfy their own heart and just wake up and sit there. There isn't that intoxication or awareness of being the embodiment of power. Instead of you being the embodiment of power, what has been mixed in? Laziness. So, although children have a meeting, because laziness is mixed and because the line is not clear, they are not able to have the experience that they should have in the meeting. There is a mixture. If you start this here, when everyone sees the Madhuban Nivasis, everyone will start to do the same. Madhuban Nivasis are specially loving, and so they should specially sacrifice themselves. One always sacrifices oneself out of love. Acha. Shanti. So in this Murli, Baba is taking us and invoking that bhavana that we had for Baba, and Baba is asking us to show it in a practical form, to manifest that in a practical form. So beautiful Murli, Baba is simplifying to become an embodiment of knowledge by staying on the pilgrimage of yoga, to remember these three things: Tyag, Tapasya and Seva. Tyag, Tapasya and Seva. And as you sit in your powerful form, the biggest obstacle that comes is of Deha Abhiman, and that too in the form of the desires of recognition of what we do and all of this stuff. in order for us to stabilize in our Avyakt stage, which really does the service, we have to get over this opposition of body consciousness. When we are in the awareness of Mehman, you go beyond the need to be recognized. Mahima. Mehman and Mahima. Baba was again giving us to be the recognition of Trimurti, and the special service that Baba is asking us to do, not just to give the introduction of Baba with the words, but to give an introduction of time and Baba with your stage. When we create our Avyakt stage, when we are in our seed stage, in the remembrance of the seed, we can sow the seed of recognition of time and recognition of Baba. And Baba is asking us to show the proof of love. If you love someone, you sacrifice yourself to fulfill the needs, to fulfill the task of the loved one. So, let's take a minute, let's meditate on it. Fully relax. Let this powerful atmosphere make you so subtle. Allow your sense of self to be pulled into that subtle seed form. Very pure, very powerful. Going beyond the role, the part, whole of drama. Going beyond the name and recognitions of the worldly drama. Just becoming Mehman as a guest. Gracefully step back from these worldly experiences. Very comfortable at home. Very light. Fully absorbed in Baba's love. Feel the power of Baba becoming that Shiv Shakti. Become that embodiment of tapasya, image of tapasvi. Totally absorbed in your avyakta stage. Let your combined Swarup as a Shiv Shakti reveal to the whole world. Let the vibrations let your form, let your power be revealed to the whole world, revealing Baba and revealing the time to the souls of the world. Let your complete form sow the seeds of Baba into the hearts and souls of every being on earth. Bringing souls close to Baba. Bringing Baba's love to every soul. Renounce any need to come down from this stage. Renounce anything that pulls you out of this avyakt stage. Tyag, tapasya and seva. Service with your avyakt stage. renouncing anything that is taking you out of this avyakt stage. Tyag and Vairag. Along with visualizing, feel yourself beyond these earthly vibrations. Make yourself comfortable in this Ruhani Sukh. In this Ruhani Milan with Baba. What you experience is what you extend to the world. Experience this Ruhani Sukh being with Baba. Become more and more subtle. Tune out of anything which is not subtle. Om Shanti Shanti. Welcome back. Sending this powerful Murli. So feel free to unmute yourself and share what is that experience Baba gave from this Murli. Anyone would like to share? Girija Ben?
Om Shanti, brother.
Madhu.
Oh, after 2 days of such lovely, subtle world Murli, today it looked like Baba has just put the full curriculum in front of us, even though we have listened to this Murli. It was quite a strong Murli, but there are just two experiences which I would like to take with me. One is I would like to practice, as Baba said, the Trimurti stage. And the second one is I'm a Shiv Shakti. Like Baba's included all the 4 subjects today. Knowledge, dharana, service, everything is included in today's Murli. But for me to understand today's Murli and to really do it, I think I should say 3 stages. One is I'm a Trimurti. Second is I'm Shiv Shakti. Third is I am the seed of this tree. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Anyone else? What are the 3 things Baba asked us to practice Baba gives not only the end state, what to do, Baba also says how to do. So, what are some of the practices Baba is asking us to do? Yes, Raki Bhai.
Yeah, tapasya and seva, the three things.
Raki Ben, can you repeat again, please?
Yeah, tapasya and seva.
Tyag, Tapasya, and Seva. Beautiful. Thank you. Who wants to go next? Yes, Vinod
Shanti,
Bhai.
because Baba says that Vishnu is the which can reveal Baba through our eyes and through our speech. So to also reveal the presence of Baba through our eyes and speech, the virtues of Baba should be revealed this way.
Beautiful. Reveal Baba with your chal chalan. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Who else? Suchitra Ben. Renu, Narayan, Beena, Dimple, Shivani Ben.
Om Shanti, everyone. Baba asks us to show in our every activity the divine activity and also to show the love in practical form, Baba's love in practical. Om Shanti.
Beautiful. We can bring divinity into our action when we stay in bhakti, when we are in action. Bhakti in action. Thank you.
Om Shanti, brother. Also,
Shanti.
Baba today said that the power of silence is greater than that of science. And just as they create bombs through science, in the same way we can create and project bombs of silence.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, with the power of silence, the newness comes. The newness comes. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? Sri Devi, Renu, Narayanan. Yeah, Shivani Ben message. Avyakt ear Murli carries a powerful yet different energy. Together, hard to express. That's right.
One more point, which I think for me was very relevant today. Thank you, Baba, for that. That you have to consider yourself to be a guest and not be influenced by praise. Mehman and not Mahima.
Mehman, not Mahima. Beautiful. And Rishi also shared, saying that Tyag, Tapasya, and Seva through the vibrations, spreading enlighten as we are enlightened as being introverted. Antarmukhi, so creates that atmosphere, Vriddhi and Vayumandal. That does the service. Thank you. Beautiful. Anyone else? Raki Ben, you want to end with the meditation or with silence? Yeah, Mohit, you want to
Shanti,
say?
Bali Baba says that the three things that needs to be done is yoga, tapasya, seva, and tyag. And what three things have to be out is making wilting about service, And third is service with competence. Okay? You should not be waiting for somebody to tell you, but go ahead doing start doing service all by yourself.
That's right. You should not wait for somebody to tell the service. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, Mohit, you want to share something?
Om Shanti Bhaji. My point for today is Baba says about guest house and rest house. So remember these two words, guest house and Paramdham is rest house. Om Shanti.
Both are nice. Yeah. Thank you.
So, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Which point I consider that be a desireless, because desires are the obstacle in your path, in your purusharth. So be a desireless and be a soul consciousness, because body consciousness is your enemy, or it is an obstacle in your path. Om Shanti.
Definitely. Thank you. Lucky Ben.
Harsha, if everybody is done with the churning, we can have 1 minute silence.
Perfect.
And close the session.
Yeah. Okay.
Om Shanti Bhai. Could you explain about little bit about last paragraph, what Baba is talking about? Baba's never get tired. What does Baba wants to say about that stuff? Can you explain a bit? Please, thanks.
Oh, Baba is asking about what stops us from being in that powerful stage, in the nasha, especially when there is laziness. So when we are not enjoying Baba's company, so the mind will seek for company outside. Or even if you sit for Amrit Vela as a principle, it is mixed up. So you are not enjoying it. So there is the mixture. So there won't be the powerful stage. There won't be much service happening here. So Baba is emphasizing on create that nasha. There isn't that nasha and awareness of being embodiment of power. So this is what Baba is emphasizing. So instead of focusing on tyag, if you focus on nasha, if you enjoy Baba's company more, you naturally become powerful. You don't have to worry about laziness. Laziness is a byproduct of not enjoying Baba's company. So Baba is emphasizing that what Baba is seeing is laziness mixed up with the principles and stuff, but Baba wants us to see that nasha and awareness of being embodiment of power. Nasha and Shakti Swarup. Okay. So let's take a minute and soak in that Baba's company. Stay in your avyakt form to experience Baba's company. Be the seed. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Harsha Bhai. Thank you, the Divine Family, for joining us. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Everyone, happy Sadguru to all of you. Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Sadguruvar.